And actually, destining our life to a simple life, it makes our life much better in a way. And just making a modern example out of this, I remember a story of a couple, and they were living in the United States. Both of them very successful in their career. I don't remember now which job they were doing, but they had like a normal modern day life. They were earning a lot of money, and they had a beautiful house, a big and beautiful house with a big and beautiful loan to pay. And then at the same time, they had each one their nice cars, always changing the car in the moment. They were doing many things. And what they saw is that at one point, they were working to make money to pay the bills. So they saw this very clearly. No, we use this metaphor. I buy the car to go to work. I work to pay the car. So somehow they found themselves into this whole situation. And then they made very clear in which they said, no, I want to earn less in order to have more time for myself, and I want to have less needs. So they did something very brave, which was they quitted their jobs. They found part-time jobs. They sold the house. They got a small house that they didn't need to have a loan anymore. So they made their needs smaller. They cut down all the costs to the minimum necessary. And they started to have a life in which the lady started to have dance lessons and to do things she likes. The man, I don't remember what he was doing, but they started to use their life to do things that they felt was meaningful and beneficial for them. And actually, they say that their quality of life went much, much higher. They sold the 2 cars. They started to go on with public transport. They had a small house, but they had no loan. So they didn't have the heaviness of the loan and of needing always to work more in order to pay more and needing to always buy more stuff. And in a way, they found this sort of balance, and they started a whole movement of having less things in order to have your life back into your own hands. So the point here is that in the moment that we give our priority for the Dharma, we may find ourselves in a situation in which we need to make choices. And these choices may not be the best choices for our wealth and for our, let's say, mundane success in this way. But if we choose to have a more simple life, if we are able to get out of this cycle of what's dependence, which means cycle of, in English we say, like a drug addiction, of addiction to consumption, addiction always to own and to need. And this helps us to stop projecting our happiness also in the consumption of new objects and more things and more experiences that we buy and all of this. And we are able somehow to be satisfied with what we have, which is what we need. And then we put our life into what for us is more meaningful.